Hello everyone and welcome to patch 5.3 which launched yesterday and I totally forgot about it. In fact, I forgot I was subscribed to this game until we got an email a few days ago saying your subscription even, or subscription, whatever, has been renewed for another 30 days. So I guess we're still a subscriber. We still have a subscription. So let's take a look at the patch highlights. Patch 5.3. It's, what is it called? Doesn't say what it's called. What is it called? It's called the Sisters of Carnage. Ooh. Should be called the Developers of Carnage, really. That would be a good thing. Sorry if you hear weird noise in the back. I have to have the windows open and people are outside beeping horns and shit. So if you hear screaming and horns beeping, it's just where I live. It's a shithole, really. But yeah, if you hear that, I have to have the window open. It's too bloody warm. Alright, so what's new? We've got the Manan stronghold. Okay, Manan, complete with expansive ocean views, underwater chambers. Ooh. Alright. So it's an underwater. Instead of staring at Nar Shaddaa, we could just stare at... Just imagine Nar Shaddaa underwater with no lights, really. I'm not going to buy one. Too expensive, probably, to buy. New ops boss. We got 2 ops bosses instead of 1. You can get bored there for a while. And customizable companions. You can now customize Ms. Bonico and Koth. I don't have Koth, because screw Koth.
Could use the company.
There you are, Ms. Bonico. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can... Like, you can put a hat on her. Maybe not. Alright, that doesn't work. I'll put a hat on her. I'll put my healer gear on her and she looks the exact same. Nope, that didn't work. Nope. Nope. It doesn't work. Excellent. Do you need to unequip her? What if you equip everything else on her? You that's just the color theme. Doesn't appear to... Did we unequip that? Oh, there you go. There you go. You have to unequip the armor customization to get... There you go. There's Lana in a healing outfit.
We're on a tight schedule.
There you go. She looks stupid, but you know. So there you go. The customization works. That's how to get it to work. Really, is remove the custom. If you put that in, you'll just get Blondie back as she is. It's not a bad idea, actually, to just use that to free up inventory space. That's what I would suggest. You know, if you wanted to free up some inventory space, you could do that. You can unify colors, and that's what that thing is. It's a color unifier. So there you go. There's a little tip to free up some space in your inventory there. Lana Bonico's lightsaber. We got 2 lightsaber doesn't do anything anyway. What is that? We've got Galactic Defender. Oh yeah, we did that, didn't we? We did that thing. We got Koth's blaster rifle as well. Better keep it. Theron's weapon. We got the Galactic Defender title. That's the last time I played this. There you go. We can be... That's not the right thing. Gunda the What is it? Galactic Defender Gunda? Or is he... Gunda Galactic Defender. There he is. He's defended nothing. Have that as a tank, really. Would be not a bad one. There he is. So there you go. You can customize Ms. Benico and Koth if you didn't kill him. The only customization I did was to his face, really. When we pasted it into dust. When we smacked him into dust with our stock strike. That was the only customization we were doing there. So it says, visual improvements have been made to loot indicators on fallen enemies. Cooldown of rocket boots will be triggered when selected using the random mount ability. Speeder piloting, rank 4 and 5, now works for all mounts. I've got rank 4, I don't really notice any difference. No. No, I don't notice any difference. I'm not buying rank 5, I don't really see the point. When creating a Katha, far color, oh, well, fair enough. Right, let's get to the combat. Oh god, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. So we'll go for the Sorc. I'll scroll down to the Sorc. I don't get what any of the Sage things does. So we're playing a Sorc. Reduce the amount of healing done by Dark Heal by 4.86%. Why not just call it 5 and be done with it? Why 4.86? Increase the force cost of Resurgence from 40 to 50, and the amount of healing done by its initial heal by 10.5. Again, just call it 10%. But reduce the amount of healing done by its heal over time. Resurgence does healing over time? It's kind of a pointless halt, really. Why it does any healing, I don't know. Reduces the amount of damage absorbed by Static Barrier by 5.3%. See, the biggest problem for me is not the fact that Static Barrier, the amount of damage it absorbs, but it's the fact that you can just put it on everybody, which to me is the thing I don't like about the Sorc Healer. What I would do is increase the damage absorbed by Static Barrier, but give it like a 6-second cooldown or something like that. 5 or 6 seconds. Something like that. That way it makes its use more strategic, instead of just spamming it on everybody. Because spamming it on everybody kind of makes it a bit mindless, in my opinion. So, giving it a cooldown at least, you know, makes you think before you use it. And that's the whole point of being a healer is, you know, you want to be able to think about every sort of button that you press. That's really what I would suggest for them. They've increased the base force cost of Dark Infusion from 45 to 50. The amount of healing it does by 3.38%. There you go. Dark Infusion's the long cast heal, isn't it? Yeah, Dark Heal's the short cast, and Dark Infusion's the long cast. There you go. They've reduced the healing done by Innervate or 8.74%. Oh, shit. That's bad. Reduce the amount of healing done by oh, fuck off. Revivification 10%? Jesus, we weren't AoE healers to begin with, Sorcs, and now we're definitely not AoE healers now. Reduce the base cost, the base force cost of Roaming Mend, and reduce the amount of healing it does by 20! But yeah, we're not AoE healing anymore. Yep. Forget it, we're not doing the first boss in Eternity Vault now. Forget it, just don't bring a Sorc to that fight. Totally useless now. Force Bending, that reduces the activation time of Dark Infusion by 0.25 seconds, down from half a second. So that's been cut in half. And the force cost of Revivification, what is it? Deliverance or whatever. What is it called again? Salvation. Revivification. It's too big a word. There's too many I's and V's in it for me. Revivification. Down from 20%, by 20% down from 30. Ooh. You ain't gonna be bending that force as much. Should have called it force straightening. They straightened out force bending at least. They reduced the amount of healing done by renewal by 14. Renewal was the it was, what was renewal again? Was that our thing that you got with the stacks? Secrets of the Dark Side no longer increases healing done by roaming in by 5%. Still reduces its force cost. Boo. Reduce the healing done by sustaining darkness. That was the thing that did it. By 5.3. Jesus. Twisting Force now makes Innervate channels 10% faster instead of 20% faster. So basically, don't play a Sorc healer, is what they're saying here. And of course, this is patch 5.0. Re-rolling is out of the question. So, you know, I hear Stormblood is pretty decent. If you're a Sorc healer, maybe check that out. Morrowind is alright. Maybe check that out. Maybe play Legion. You know, it's alright. Tomb of Sargeras is out. You ever thought about that? Because you ain't playing a corruption Sorc. That's for certain. You ain't playing a Sorc healer. Badness might be an option for you. Death Mark's periodic damage boost has gone up from 10 to 15%. Devourer now gives Force Leech a 30% damage bonus, up from 25, when you damage enemies suffering from affliction. So you got a slight buff there. Sith Efficacy now restores 2% force. It's up from 1%. So a little bit of more sustain there, and a little bit more output there in terms of that. So you get the Death Mark's periodic damage has gone up. Death Mark is of course the thing you put on when you put out Death Field. So yeah, reroll to Madness. But you're going to have to get your set bonus again if you're going to Madness. That's the only downside. And you're going to have to get accuracy gear. So yeah, maybe give Stormblood or Morrowind, Elder Scrolls Online, Morrowind a go. Maybe I'd consider that, because certainly that's what the developers are saying to you. Don't play a Corruption Sorcerer. And this is the problem with nerfs in 5.0, is you can't easily re-roll. So I would have said don't nerf anything and just buff the other healers. Would have been a smart idea, rather than nerfing, the Sorc healer. Buffing the others at least, put them, bring them closer to each other, would have been a better move than just nerfing something. Because when it comes to the point where the best players are still going to be able to play it, but it's players that are, sort of maybe not the best, in that middle to lower tier of player, they're going to struggle with it. They're going to find that force costs have gone up. I mean, force shouldn't really be an issue. You should have enough crit if you're raiding at this stage, that force issues shouldn't really be enough. Shouldn't really be an issue for you, should we say. But yeah, it might bring crit in as more of a stat now, because again you get the resplendence, whatever the hell they're called on the Sorc stats. So let's look at the assassin changes. Insulation utility will now properly grant 30% armor rating for hatred and deception assassins. Did that not work? Maul no longer has a positional requirement. Ooh. But deals slightly more damage if used from behind a target. Less damage when used when facing a target. Well, that's it's good for the it's good if you're sort of questing without a tank companion and you're playing deception. That's pretty good. I mean, you can still use Maul. It's going to do less damage, obviously. You want to use it from behind, but it's something there. So you've got your Darkness Assassin. Since Maul can now be used regularly while face-to-face the target, Conspirator's Cloak now causes Maul to do increased damage, as if you're behind the target regardless of your actual positioning. Oh yeah, because the tank one, you could use it. You could use it on anything. So yeah, I think it's a reasonable change. Particularly for Deception. Darkness, it doesn't really affect you because you're only going to use it when it procs anyway. In Darkness, so yeah, it's going to do more damage. Hated, or Hatred, I call it Hated, although it has had a buff. Again, they've increased the same change for Madness with the Death Marks. The periodic damage has gone up. Crackling Charge now increases the damage of discharge by 30%. It's up from 20%. Interesting. Fulguration restores 3 force down from 5, and Lightning Charge deals damage. What the hell is it? Oh yeah, it's that bloody thing there. I thought I had a group finder pop there for a second. I'm not in the group finder. If it just randomly puts you into group finder, maybe that would be the bug. Do some ops. What are ops? Do you still do ops on group finder? No. Are the ops not in group finder anymore? That's weird. Bit weird. What's on the galaxy thing? That's the wrong map. I meant to open the... Where's the other thing? The world... No, it's not the world map. Galaxy map. PvP. Stuff. Where's the other thing that came up? The... That thing. That's the thing I wanted. Galactic Command. Starfighter is the bonus today. No. I don't want to queue for it. Go away. There you go. So I just clicked it. I was just curious to see what it was. You got chapters, I don't like that. That audio is annoying. Uprising. War zones. Operations. Finding. Oh, you can queue for it. Are we in the group finder queue? It says finding players. No. Finding players. No. Oh, you can just click it. Alright, let's take you to the chapter menu. Oh, there you go. I didn't know you did. Didn't know you could do that in that menu. Alright, so increased inevitable but not demise is low health damage bonus of 15 to 10. Ooh, that's a big gain. Alright, leeching hunger now restores 4 force for each damage to periodic effects on the target damaged by your leeching strike. Leeching strike now replaces maul. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You don't really need maul in hatred, so that's good. Takes a button off your bar, I suppose. Right, gunslinger. I'm not gonna look at the gunslinger. Change. Jesus Christ! I just looked at winding shots there. I saw that. But we'll do engineering first. Reduce the damage of plasma probe by 10%, and reduce the effectiveness of its slowing effect by 50%. No one cares in PvE about the slowing effect. PvE, PvP thing really. At the 10% damage nerf. Reduce the cluster bombs given by Imperial methodology from 2 to 1. Aww. They were fun. Increased energy generation on exploding cluster bombs given by Imperial from 5 to... That makes sense if you can reduce the amount. Oh, electrified railgun, 20%. God damn it. That was a fun little... It was a little... It wasn't really a dot, but it did extra damage whenever you hit things. Buffs. Buffs. Sitting in the stronghold, but it's not much of a video. This we're just standing here staring at chem, ghost chem essentially. But yeah, Jesus. Added takedown to electrified blast, using an electrified railgun stack from using takedown. Well, you get an extra stack at least. But yeah, 20% down electrified railgun. That kind of sucks. Virulent Cull does 25% less damage. Were snipers really that overpowered? I mean, to lose 25% damage on Cull, pretty significant. Weakening Blast deals 11% more damage. It costs energy. Is no longer triggered by weapon damage from Cull. Oh. Interesting. Increased lethal shots damage by 13%, reduce its poison damage. So I guess they don't want you spamming. The 3 Cull rotation is going to go out, I guess. And I guess we're going to go 2 Culls with just extra lethal shots now. They've reduced its poison damage by 35%. Toxic Surge deals 20% more damage. So lethal takedown reduces energy cost of takedown. Fair enough. Operatives! Concealment operatives, this is a big nerf. Concealment operatives will no longer appear to be in combat, holding their weapon when they log into the game. See, I always thought my operative was just keen. He's just keen to get on with it. He was never actually holding a weapon, he was just holding an invisible weapon when you logged into the game. But hey, that's a big nerf. Good for that. He's no longer ready to fight. You know, you should log in ready to fight, I think. Let's move on to the bounty hunter, which we are here. We are a merc in this, at least we're playing a merc, right? Well, we're logged in as a merc, I suppose. Blazing Bolt deals 4.9%, 4.8, and it just rounded up to 5. Would it kill you to round it up to 5? It'd make me say less numbers. 4.9%. I'm just rounding it up to 4.9. It's 4.89, but fuck it, 4.9% less damage. It costs 20. Heat up from 16. Jesus. Yeah, it does cost 20 heat now. Might have to go to a thing. A targeting that we can't shoot chem. No, we can't shoot chem. No, we can't shoot chem. Pity, really. What do we get? Barrage no longer increases the damage. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off with barrage. You're doing barrage. Trace of. At least nerf the cooldown for 8 seconds. So, not only has it been double nerfed, our Blazing Bolts, it's had a big double nerf to it. Because it used to increase the damage as well. I don't know what increased the... I think it was 10% or something like that. But yeah, we've had a massive nerf to Blazing Bolts there. Riddle no longer improves unload. We never used unload for accuracy. Where was Riddle? Or was it a passive? Is it a passive? I don't remember because I haven't played this for over a month. Responding safeguards. That's new. When did we get that? Absorb single standard down next extent. Reflect 50% absorb down right attack. Healing 5% of maximum health. Alright. It's not on that's under the bounty hunter. I don't remember what it was called, so that's honed lock. Let's go through everything. Nope. 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 Talk amongst yourselves. Target tracing. Iron sights. Decoy. Blowback. Riddle, there it is. Increases the critical, there it is, the 68 ability. Increases the critical hit chance of blazing bolts and priming shot. Yeah, it makes sense, I suppose. No longer improves unload, because you don't have unload at that point. You have blazing bolts. So, it makes sense. Critical damage below the target tracking is now 15%. Ah, fuck off. Where was target tracking? Target tracking. Yep, we've been cut in half. The critical damage bonus of rail shot, heat seeker, missiles, and priming shot has gone down. It's basically half most of our rotation. And the decoy has 2 charges down from 5. What the fuck was decoy? I don't know what fucking decoy was. What was decoy again? I don't remember what half these things were. Where are we? Tracer missile, high velocity gas, blazing barrels, tracer log. Never remember any of these things are called. Iron sights. Decoy! Chaff layer grants 2 charges of decoy. Ah, yeah, it's when you use the... Ah, right. Ah, it absorbs tech attacks. Oh, right, they added something to chaff. Have I even got chaff flare on my bar? I don't even have it on the bar. Heroic. No, I don't even have it on the bar. That's useful. Too many abilities as the merc. There you go. It's on the bar now. Spawned it better. No idea where it's gonna go. Never done the merc in PvP, so there's responding safeguards. Activates the respawn system that absorbs all direct single target damage for the next 6 seconds. Like 50. You've got to reflect. Oh yeah, they gave them a reflect, didn't they, in the expansion? You can tell we've never played this character very long. Right. Innovative ordnance then. Reduce the critical damage bonus given by ordnance expert. Yeah, they've nerfed that. Reduce the burn damage of insanity. Oh, fucking hell. Reduce the bleed damage of serrated shot. So basically, 2 dots, really, they've ruined. We'll have to look at the Vanguard ones, because we never play the Pyrotech. So we'll move on to the Vanguard. Increase the damage dealt by artillery blitz by 61%. Lowered its cooldown to 20 seconds, and fixed its tooltip. Nice. Bit more AoE. Plasma Tech, they've increased the Iron Squall damage bonus given by Pulse Generator for 20% to 50%. That's pretty good. Reduced the burn damage of Incendiary Round by 10%. Nerf to a dot there. In addition to the previous effect, Rain of Fire now increases the damage dealt by Incendiary Round by 10%. That's okay. That's okay, I suppose. Increase the critical damage bonus given by Plasmatic Assault. You went for a lot of crit anyway, so Getting the crit bonus upgrade is quite nice there. That's pretty nice. Oh, Black Talon now puts level sync on. Bastards. Probably no wait, that's right. That was right. It was level sync before. Right, oh, I thought they meant they were gonna put bolster in it. Yeah, right. CXP consumable has been removed from the fuck you. Alright, fuck you, BioWare. That is a big fuck you to those who were farming it. We used to farm it. We still farm it because you can get the you better still get the stabilizers, the refined. Why have I got that thing there? I don't know where I got them from. That's the defender droid thing that you got from the thing. Did we get your EA Play to Give rewards? That was it. Play to give. Play to get, more like. There you go. We don't get anything, so we might as well play to give. It matches his outfit. Look at that. It matches his outfit, that droid. Yeah. That was what? That was at the beginning of June, and that was the last time we... No, in fact, it was May at some point. It was middle of May. We haven't played this for a month and a half now. It's now, what, the 12th of July, so we haven't even touched this. Still 230 geared, at least. Well, in fact, we're 220 geared. Not 230 geared. Wish we were 230 geared, but there you go. Anyway, that is all for this video, and there you go. Big nerfs. Should have buffed other classes. Shouldn't have nerfed classes. You got a new stronghold though, so if you're a corruption Sorc, you can at least sit around and decorate that, or, you know, check out Stormblood or something. But anyway, that is all this video. See you next patch, and thank you for joining me. We'll see you next patch. Goodbye.